Right, welcome back to another video from Whizbit's Random Gaming. We're in Dalston, Kingston today. We're headed down to the shopping centre there where there is a CEX. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, hit that bell notification. It's all appreciated and helps the channel out massively. Now, I haven't been down to this particular branch in quite a few years. Dalston's an area I'm quite familiar with. Used to do a lot of radio here when I was DJing back in the 90s, early 2000s. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Let's go inside and check the games out. So just browsing the PS4 stuff, a couple of nice bits I saw in here today. Was tempted by that Space Invaders, purely on nostalgia I think. I mean, how many times can you play Space Invaders in all its various forms? Plenty of Spider-Mans here if you want to pick yourself up a copy. Price seems to be dropping on that as well. Unfortunately not Spider-Man 2. That one is still pretty much full price. Whoops, excuse the camera angle there. I think I must have had a bit of a funny moment. Now that Lara Croft game on the PS4, is that the overhead one that came out as a download only, I thought originally? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Got the Marvel vs. Capcom there, is it the Infinity Stones one? Yeah, it wasn't the greatest release in that series, unfortunately. Now there's that game up there, Do Not Open. Someone I talked to on Discord has purchased that, and I'm awaiting them to give me feedback on it because it looks interesting. It's a game I had no interest in buying, but for some reason I now have an interest in it. Couldn't tell you why, but once they've played it, I'm waiting for their feedback. It's someone I trust. Alien Isolation there, still holding up a solid bit of price on that one. That's like £10 still, and I think that came out pretty much at the beginning of this era. Never heard of this one. Cronus doesn't look like my sort of game, so we passed on that one today. Right, let's have a look at some Xbox One sort of games. They work on the Series X, don't they? I don't know. I'm really baffled, as I've said before, with the Xbox branding. I just look for green and know it's Xbox. Crash Bandicoot Racing there, CTR, £12. I tell you what, if you don't already have that game, that is well worth the money. That's a brilliant game. Now, if there's one thing you're going to find in a CEX, there's plenty of Lego games. Got a Mafia series there. Not a series I've ever really put much time into. It's way back on my backlog. But who knows, maybe one day I might just get the urge to play one of those games. I know they're good, I know it, everyone says it. The dreaded Bluey in every video I do, and I still can't get my head around Dead Space. £12 on the Xbox One, but yet £30 on the PS5. Now let's have a look at the 360. The 360 I'm really enjoying collecting for. I had a massive collection a few years back. Pretty much traded it all in when I stopped collecting. but that bug never leaves you. It comes back, and I'm once again collecting for it. Metal Gear Rising. Now this one you don't see out and about too often. Never played it, quite intrigued by it. Got good reviews when it came out. Banjo-Kazooie there, £6. I think I've got a bit of regret. I didn't pick that one up today, and it's not in the collection. I've got it on digital, but for £6, I wouldn't mind having that one in the physical collection. Here we've got Dead Rising 2, the Zombrex edition. The steel cases, to be honest, there was 2 of them. They were a little bit beat up, so not really worth considering bringing home today. Now, I always look at the PS5. I own one. I haven't got a great deal of games on it, but I always look for little bits and bobs that might turn up. Like that neon white there. Ideally, I would like to purchase that on the Switch for the handheld portability aspect of it. But at £18, that's a pretty good price. Now, I've never heard of this game. Was intrigued. Think I'm going to go home, have a look and read it up. Was never going to buy it on a whim. Astronaut, I've got this one on the Switch. Really good game, that one. Control, £28. That seems to have shot up in price. I do remember when that was given away on the PlayStation Network. The price plummeted, but it looks like it's shot back up. Now, another variant of the Monkey King story here. Monkey King has got a hell of a lot of video games tied into that old tale, hasn't it? But for me, someone of my age, you can't beat Monkey Magic, the original best TV show on BBC Two in the 80s. If you're young and watching this video and you have no idea what I'm on about, go on YouTube and just type in Monkey Magic. Right, over to the cabinets here. Another diesel smartwatch here. Seem to be doing the rounds in the CEXs. Pretty nice Pokemon Pikachu N64 here. Never really interests me. I'm not a Pokemon guy. It's not my era, shall we say. Nice control pad there. Looks like, I don't know, is that Animal Crossing or Pokemon? And I do like that N64. I've always liked those ones. Is it the Fun something? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're really nice. If I get one at the right price, I will be swapping my N64 for one of those. Most definitely in the future. Really nice green Xbox control pad there. Really pops. It's really vibrant. I really love the Xbox controllers. I do think they look better than the PS5 ones. Although the new ones up here, like the red that you see in the PS5 range, definitely are a massive improvement. Now here we got Mega Man Legends on the PS1. Bit of a heavy hitter, that one at 175. Definitely in good condition. And a nice silver GameCube here at 70. Quite a reasonable price. Decent condition Mega Drive here. £50. Although I think I'd only buy a Mega Drive personally if I see it for significantly cheaper than that. I'll be honest, when it comes to the cartridge based systems, Due to lack of space, I am pretty much emulating a lot of my stuff. That might change in the future, but that's just due to the space and the structure of my games area currently at home. Now, quite surprisingly, this wasn't the biggest of branches. However, they had like 3 different shelves worth of Switch games here, which was really nice to see. Unfortunately though, it was a case of the same kind of thing, the same deal that I find when I'm in most CEXs. Most of the games there are pretty much your mainstream sort of titles that you'll find out and about everywhere. I think I'm kind of done with the Switch in terms of their mainstream games, the ones that everyone knows about. When it comes to buying for the Switch moving forward, because I absolutely love the console, it will be for rarities, you know, games, the lesser known ones. Now, Asterix games intrigue me. I really wish that we'd seen, what was it? An arcade conversion, or a home port rather, of the arcade game that came out. I think it was Konami. That was really good. Carry On there. Very good, very unique game. If you haven't played that, I would definitely recommend picking that one up on the Switch. Not much else out there like it, and it's very enjoyable. Right, checking out the PS3. PS3 is something I've recently started collecting a lot more for. Even when I owned one upon pretty much the system's release, I always opted to buy the 360 version of a game over the PS3. And it's only in recent months since I managed to find a good bargain PS3 Slim, since I moved on the ginormous brick version, that I've once again become interested in buying games for it. Although it's not as cheap as the Xbox 360 to collect for, it's still a very cheap system, and you can get some really good exclusives, and no, not just exclusives on this system. Now, probably my favourite system to collect for, the PS2, holds a lot of nostalgia with me. And not a bad selection of PS2 stuff here today, I must say. Now, this game, Thunderhawks, never heard of it. Whoops, I do assure you, I do pick those games back up. This is another one, never heard of, Road Trip as well. Didn't look too good though, if I'm honest with you. Freedom Fighters, now this is one I've been looking out for. I didn't pick it up when it first came out. So yeah, going to check the condition on that one before I leave today. See how that is. That's definitely something I'm considering purchasing. But again, like I say, it's all dependent on the condition of the cover. It's a pretty common game, so if it's not in great condition, I can definitely wait till I see it again. Nothing amazing on the Wii today. The Wii is another system I'm enjoying collecting for, and there's some great, fantastic titles to be found on the Wii. The trouble is, when you're buying or game hunting on the Wii, more so than any other console of that generation, you have to pretty much shovel through shovelware, you know, pun not intended there, in order to potentially find the hidden gems. And as with most shops now, pretty small Wii U section. I've got a feeling that the Wii U, the games on that, within the next maybe 4 to 5 years, the price is going to shoot up. I think they're suffering the same kind of effect that your Nintendo NES games had in the late 2000s and early 2000s, late 90s, where, you know, they was considered junk. And I think the Wii U is getting that treatment now from the retail area. A few more sneaky Wii U games hidden away here. Didn't see these ones. Now this looks interesting, and at £28, I think I'm going to have to research it before I buy it. Cover reprinted. Not at that price. Now, definitely thinking about this Kirby game. Kirby's a 50-50 one for me. I've played many a Kirby game that I've really enjoyed, and then there's others that are just like really not my cup of tea. Now here is the soulless area, as I call it. You know, the console/PC era. The PS4 pads, they really do hold their value, don't they? It's a brilliant control pad, so I can kind of see why. You've got the Portal there. For me, I don't see the point of it. I've got a backbone, and I know some people really love the Portal. I've read all the online reviews, watched the videos, but not for me. A very vibrant pair of Xbox controllers there. The blue one especially, I love that colour. At £48, not a bad price. The lightning based one was a wired control pad, and yeah, I'm not really looking to pay £30 to £40 for wired pads. No way. There's great alternatives out there with other companies like 8BitDo, RetroBit for example, where you can pay that kind of price and it'll be Bluetooth, you know, or just wireless essentially. Now the Wii seems to have shot up in price recently. They wasn't £60 and £50 lately, were they? Maybe it's having a resurgence, who knows. Anyway guys, that is Dalston Kingston CEX branch. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think I should have picked up, what games are criminally underrated that you saw there. Anything you think that was overpriced. It's much appreciated that you've watched. In the meantime, give us a like, give us a sub, and I will see you on the next video. You can catch me on my new schedule, game hunting videos, every Monday, 5 PM UK time, with a gameplay video Thursday at 5 PM. Random content in between the week, and I'll see you on the next one.